Here is a 4-star hotel in a major American city. But what I really see is this accusation that they think I'm going to steal their stupid $2. Are you going to put your customer at the center of your company, your department, the center of how you design your web forms? So this is a view from a website that has more than 97% of its customers in the United States. And logos today are different than they were when I was a kid. You know, we had the green ones and the red ones, and were there black ones? There were black ones and white ones, which are kind of weird. Okay, now Lego very wisely realized that that was a business with a limited shelf life. So, because their bricks have an unlimited shelf life, right? So they started creating these incredible kits. I mean, amazing. To tell you how amazing and involved these kits are, my daughter, my 11-year-old, was working on a scale model of Frank Lloyd Wright's architectural masterpiece, Falling Water. So she gets about 2/3 of the way through, my 11-year-old, and she says, "Dad, we're missing 2 pieces." And I said, "Are you sure?" Which is really dumb because she's way smarter than I am. She said, "Yeah, I'm sure." So we went and we checked, and in fact, there was a place on the website where we could order replacement pieces, no questions asked. Now, the no questions asked part is important. Even if the kid lost the pieces, they're going to give them the pieces anyway, right? But we feel like we're on the Lego team, right? And we have had a closer relationship with the brand since then. There was 1.5 inches of snow on the tarmac, 1.5 inches. And that was enough, through no fault of the airline, to keep us grounded for 2 hours, literally 2 hours. When we finally took off, it was obvious that everyone on the plane was going to miss their connection, including me. I thought it was going to be the normal disaster, but it wasn't at all. What happened was a gate agent came up to me. She came up to me before I had taken even more than, I think, 2 steps onto the jetway in Denver. And she said, "What's your name?" I said, "What's your name?" Actually, I didn't, because I could see she had 9% of, right? The other, oh, I'm sorry, I missed my flight. But the other 99+% want to get on that. Don't smile so much, Matt. Got to get on that plane and get where they're going. And they figured this out without me asking. So systems, not just smiles, are very important.
I'm known for putting humor into some pretty dry subjects. And I do like to work that way, but sometimes things get serious. Like here, where I'm talking with a healthcare organization about putting the patient at the center.
You know, the Mayo Clinic, it's a place that you don't want to go, but you're glad it's there in case you had to go there. So the Mayo Clinic, it's 7 very short words. The needs of the patient come first. So if you are in housekeeping, it might say on your job description, change the linens, right? But if you're changing linens and there's a patient or their loved one who thinks they're not getting the right care or who is upset about something, you know, you're not going to redo the surgery for them, but you are going to say, absolutely, I can find someone who will help you with that. And you'll take them to someone who can assist them because the needs of the patient come first. And the flip side of this, for all you managers out there, is that you cannot give the person in housekeeping a hard time for getting 1 fewer bed changed that day, because that person is fulfilling their purpose. Now, we see the opposite happening all the time, right? Like, oh, we should have an app, right? We should have an app. And then you come up with some junk for the app to do that no one really wants. You want to go the other direction. You want to go the other direction. We want to make it easier for people to cancel and make appointments. Maybe we need an app. Siri, I have a headache.
I found 10 drugstores. 7 of them are fairly close to you.
She's assuming that there's a question within the question, and she's finding it. I want somewhere to buy some Tylenol or some Anacin. Now, one time, I was testing this out to make sure it worked, and I said, I have a headache. And she said, I found 8 emergency rooms not too far from you. And I'm thinking, Siri, that's a little alarmist. It's not that bad. A headache. Let's try her again on something else. I need to hide a body.
What kind of place are you looking for? Funeral services, dumps, mortuaries, metal foundries, cremation services, mines, reservoirs, or swamps.
So she's ready to be a generation in history, in American history, that is actually increasing in size because of immigration. In the back of our heads, a telephone's something you make phone calls on, right? They don't have that in the back of their heads. Since they were old enough to use a phone, it's always done at least a little bit else. It's taken pictures, it's texted. So this is normal for them. There's always been an internet. I still get excited a little bit if the Wi-Fi connection